Alright, hello. So I'm going to do the oracle messages like this today. I wanted to try this, something new. Maybe it's something I'll start doing. I kind of want to get more comfortable on camera. It's very new for me, so thank you for watching and being here. The cards that I used today were the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. You can see it here. Yes. Really beautiful cards. I like these a lot. So yeah, I hope that this reading helps you and that you find it, enlightening. The first card that I pulled today was this one, the Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. Okay, so this card, what is it asking you to do? What energies is it guiding and giving to you right now? This card is about creation, creativity, setting intentions. How do you make your dreams real? Well, we have to be clear in what we want, right? So clarity, setting clear intentions, and allowing our creative energies to also work through us and with us in creating these things, these dreams and goals that we have. Creating webs, it's a creative force, and the way that the spider can do it so effortlessly, right? It's just going with the flow. It spins, it connects, it flows through the process of creating and weaving its webs. So that energy, take that into your own life, right? Learning to connect with yourself, your creative side, and putting it out there. That's really important. That's not always easy to. Once you take that step, the universe will work with you, right? And that's another thing with this card, because it's spirit guides, animal guides. So it's telling you, the energy of the universe, the energy of these spirits is with you, and it wants to support you, and it wants to get this message to you. So you're never alone, right? You're never alone. And when you take bold steps, when you step out of your comfort zone, you will be rewarded for that, right? So that's basically what this card is telling you. This is what that reminder is. So okay, let's do the next card. So for the next card, the middle one, we have the Moth Spirit. Let's see. I'm not sure how well it's showing up on this. And the Moth Spirit is saying, surrender now. Okay, so let's talk about this one a little bit. What I'm feeling from this card is that if this is the one that you were drawn to, you might be currently pursuing something that isn't healthy for you, and it can eventually lead to feelings of disappointment, or it's unhealthy, right? So it's not good for you, whatever this thing is. And that's what this card is ultimately saying. It's saying that you should stop right now, surrender, let go, reassess. So whatever this is, which obviously it can be anything, you may have had a certain vision, hope, expectation of something, and the reality is showing you that this isn't the case. However, you might not be accepting that yet, right? You might not be accepting this reality. You might still be clinging on to whatever this vision is, whatever this hope was that you had. And so you think pushing yourself harder, or pushing harder for this thing, is something that may change it, right? You might be able to alter this, change it, control it. This isn't really the case, right? So this can also manifest in ways as workaholic, right? Perfectionism, addiction, That's the type of energy that you're going to get with this card. And so the Moth is trying to guide you to let go, to step back, and to come into acceptance of these things, of this awareness, right? The other aspect to this card is, I would say, there's an emotional tone as well. So if you are neglecting your emotions, like maybe whatever this thing is, whatever this situation is, you might have very strong emotions tied to it, that you have not processed, or that you just are trying to avoid, and you're kind of stuck in that, which energetically, emotions are very strong. So if you are ignoring and not really processing it, that would also explain the trouble you would have in letting go and accepting and surrendering. So it's really important for you to gain some awareness of these emotions, to work through them, process. The card and energy is guiding you to give that time for yourself, check in with yourself, rest, self-care, basically just really focus on yourself, and taking that step back is important. So for the third card, it's Moth Spirit. Okay, and the Moth Spirit is saying, tend to the small things. So it's a cute card. I like this card, the little mouse. Okay, so tend to the small things. This card, I feel, is, I guess it's pretty direct, smaller details. It's telling you to kind of pay attention to things that maybe you wouldn't normally pay attention to, or maybe like it's these small things in your life that you're kind of overlooking right now, which, can be easy to do when there's so many things happening in life, right? So it's also an intuitive card. I would say that this is also a very intuitive energy, because sometimes, with it being harder to see or separate big details and small details, you got to listen to your intuition, right? The hunches that you get, like little feelings here and there throughout your day where it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, or oh, something feels off about this, like those types of things. I feel that is definitely a sort of energy that this card gives off. So really checking in with your intuition, any gut feelings that you might have, are important with this card. And so the energy I'm getting as well is that maybe, right now you are focused on bigger goals. Like maybe you have all these like goals and priorities and things going on right now, something big, and you just feel determined, right? You feel determined, you're going to go for it, like you're doing this thing, kind of like tunnel vision, right? You're just like, that's it, that's all you're looking for, that's all you're seeing. Not that that's not, that can be a good thing. However, there's a lot of details that can get lost when we think of things in that way, right? When we focus in that way. So many details are put to the side, ignored, just not seen. So I would say that this card is kind of calling you, like if you're doing that in some capacity, it's saying, be a little more aware of what's happening in your present moment right now. Be aware of like what's going on in your life. Presence for sure is another thing that I really feel with this card. It's saying to get more present, because you're just overlooking and kind of ignoring like small things that honestly could turn into big things, right? Like it's like small details that are actually more significant and important than you are allowing them to be, right? as I said, intuition. If there's something that you feel isn't right, maybe you're already feeling that in some capacity with a new direction you're taking, or a choice that you're making, or just maybe something that you've been doing and, like, you know, it was working for so long and now it's not working. Maybe you've got these feelings where something feels off, something doesn't feel right, and it keeps coming up maybe, and you just kind of keep pushing it down or ignoring it or just thinking it's whatever, it'll pass. This card is saying to pay attention to that. Pay attention to those feelings, and check in with yourself, right? So if you're not doing that, if you're not getting these feelings, maybe you need to check in with yourself more. You need to check in with others, because there's something you're missing right now. Basically, you're missing some type of detail that would be beneficial for you. And with communication, and communication that goes both ways, right? We can talk about communicating with others as much as we can talk about communicating with ourselves. How in touch are we with ourselves inside, intuitively, to our needs? So it's all encompassing. I don't just mean communicating with others. And that can open doors, right? When we have clear communication, when we have that open line of communication, it can open up doors that otherwise, you know, would be staying shut. And if you've got doors that are staying shut, how much are we missing on the other side, right? How much are we not seeing? How much is unseen because we aren't opening that door? So, yeah, that is kind of the energies I've gotten from these cards. I'll be honest, I usually write these up, and I might still post something that's like written to go over all this. I do prefer writing over talking, but I am trying to get much more comfortable in doing this because I do want to do this more. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope that this helped. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. If you liked it, give it a like. Follow me if you're not following me. And again, thank you.